Adyen versus Airwallex. Which payment platform wins? We found and analyzed 3,032 reviews, applied AI sentiment analysis, and scored 15 buying criteria. Everything you're about to see is live on RFP.wiki. Adyen and Airwallex, side by side, scored on the exact same payment gateway rubric. Here's the plan. 4 layers: review scores, AI sentiment analysis, actual product capabilities and feature scores, and the final verdict. Stick around. At the end, we'll see who wins. First up, Adyen. It is built for enterprise payment acceptance across online checkout, in-store terminals, marketplaces, platforms, payment links, risk controls, and reporting in one operating layer. The feature story is broad. One API for global and local payment methods, unified online and in-person data, platform onboarding and payouts, protect risk management, issuing, business accounts, and capital. Now, Airwallex. It connects payment acceptance to global accounts, multi-currency wallets, FX, payouts, cards, spend management, and embedded finance for companies operating across borders. Airwallex keeps the pitch focused on global money movement, local payment methods, like-for-like settlement, currency conversion, global accounts, transfer APIs, card controls, bill pay, and ERP sync. Start with the receipts. We found and analyzed 532 Adyen reviews and 2,500 for Airwallex, nearly 5 times the volume. Across G2, Capterra, Software Advice, Trustpilot, and Gartner, the story splits. Adyen takes Capterra, Software Advice, and Gartner. Airwallex takes G2 and Trustpilot. Average it out, and it's a dead heat. 3.8 each. Now, read the sentiment point by point. For Adyen, positive sentiment says enterprises highlight global coverage, unified omnichannel payments, and strong APIs. Reviewers praise reliability, fraud tooling depth, and operational visibility at scale. B2B review sites score Adyen much higher than consumer Trustpilot. Neutral feedback says the platform is powerful, but needs experienced implementation partners. Pricing and commercial minimums fit large merchants better than small businesses, and the module breadth increases admin time to competence. Negative feedback says Trustpilot often reflects end customer marketplace disputes. Some merchants cite onboarding friction, account holds, painful risk decisions, and lower tier support transparency. For Airwallex, positive sentiment says multi-currency accounts and interbank style FX save money versus banks. Users praise the clean dashboard, fast setup, APIs, and SDKs. Enterprise users also credit named account managers and embedded finance APIs for cross-border use cases. Neutral feedback says FX pricing is transparent, but card acquiring and enterprise rates are quote-only by region. Integrations with Xero, QuickBooks, Shopify, and ERPs are solid, but reporting is not as deep as specialist tools. And compliance, KYC, and KYB are thorough, but can slow onboarding. Negative feedback centers on funds held or accounts suspended with limited communication. Inconsistent support response times outside core APAC hours, and fraud false positives that block legitimate payouts. But how do you actually manage all of this? RFP.wiki is the all-in-one vendor lifecycle management platform. It helps your company manage vendors and service providers holistically, from the first hello to the final renewal. It starts with capture. Vendors email you, your team, even your CEO, cold calls, LinkedIn. The good vendor contacts get lost in multiple places, and when you finally need them, the information is scattered and disorganized. With the vendor inbox, every vendor inquiry across your whole company flows into the same place. You centralize it all, an inventory of who contacted your company and what they sell, auto-categorized by AI, and organized by team and department, customized for your company. Then, compare. Decisions get lost in email threads, spreadsheets nobody updates, gut feeling. It takes weeks to get stakeholder alignment, and NDAs are scattered everywhere. RFP.wiki replaces the chaos with a Kanban workflow that finally kills the spreadsheet. You collaborate asynchronously with weighted scoring, tap into thousands of pre-scored vendors, store every NDA per vendor, and see exactly where each one sits on the market wave. Next, track. Contracts live in email, in Dropbox, in someone's head. Where's the agreement? Renewal dates buried. And what are we actually spending becomes a 2-week project. With RFP.wiki, every contract sits in one place. Key terms are auto-extracted. A cost dashboard shows your spend and the trends. And you turn an RFP into a signed contract in a single click. Then, comply. An auditor asks for your vendor certificates, and suddenly it's 2 weeks of chasing. You have no idea when certs expire, and they're scattered across email. RFP.wiki keeps every certificate in one dashboard. SOC2, ISO, PCI, HIPAA, GDPR, with automatic 90, 60, and 30-day expiry alerts. Audit prep drops from 40 hours to 30 minutes. And finally, negotiate. You get auto-renewed at 10% higher because the renewal was yesterday and nobody tracked the date. RFP.wiki gives you a renewal calendar with 90, 60, and 30-day alerts. One caught renewal pays for the platform for 2 years. Start a renewal RFP in one click and decide with confidence. Keep, renegotiate, or switch to a new vendor. And it all rolls up into your own tech stack. Every vendor, every renewal, every decision, in a single place. Here's a real one. Now, the scorecard. Same 15 criteria, both platforms, side by side. Scalability favors Adyen, 4.8 to 4.4. Customer support also favors Adyen, 3.9 to 3.6. Integration capabilities are close, but Adyen leads, 4.6 to 4.4. Data security, Adyen 4.8, Airwallex 4.6. Fraud prevention tools, Adyen 4.7, Airwallex 4.5. Pricing transparency is the clearest Airwallex win, 4.2 versus 3.5. Regulatory compliance favors Adyen, 4.8 to 4.6. Transaction monitoring favors Adyen, 4.7 to 4.5. User experience is close, 4.4 to 4.3. NPS and CSAT lean Adyen. Top line, bottom line, EBITDA, and uptime also favor Adyen. Average it out, and Adyen leads, 4.5 to 4.3. Zoom out. Here's how both sit against the whole field on the RFP.wiki market wave for payment gateways. Leaders, challengers, and the rest of the PSP landscape. So, we reviewed stores, every sentiment bucket, actual product capabilities, and feature scores. Now the decision is less generic. It depends on what kind of payment problem you are solving. Then, who actually wins? Put it all together. The review's tied. The 15 criteria rubric breaks the tie. The final verdict. And the winner is Adyen, 4.5 to 4.3. Choose Adyen when enterprise payment depth, omnichannel commerce, risk tooling, compliance, and scale matter most. Choose Airwallex when the core problem is cross-border finance, multi-currency accounts, FX, payouts, cards, and spend controls. Every number here is live on RFP.wiki. Dig in, grab the RFP template, and make a call you can defend. If this helped, subscribe. We compare a new pair of vendors every week.